Give me a moment. Y'all let me know if the mic is on. Hopefully the mic is on. Okay, that means it's on. I just send it to the Discord. Alright, we're gonna get this story quest done in one stream. And then I'm thinking about streaming for the rest of the week. Until like Thursday. Since I didn't stream all this week. Alright. I just got done shopping for a suit and tie. In particular, more accurately, the shirt and the shoes. It took about we left at like 1 o'clock and now it's only 3:03. So it took a while to get back home. This story won't be done today. It's a 5-day. I promise to get it done this one stream. Because I want to do a watch along tonight. Because we haven't done one in a while. Hold up. Make sure everything good. Everything good? Yeah, everything's good. Excuse me. I just got done drinking soda. Oh, where's the controller at? Oh, here you go. Alright. Anyway, what's up? How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all had a good day today. Now, if you're wondering why the hell I'm over here, it's just because I want to come back here for the ambiance. And I just really love this area. This whole world quest was by far my favorite. Unfortunately, the mechanics for the area are like set in stone now and they don't change. Let's tell you need a 5-day calendar to finish shit, so each day is gonna be parts of it until you do it for 5 days. So you're telling me I can't even play the whole story quest all the way through until 5 days pass? Because it seems like the 5-day mark already passed. Really? That sucks. I can only do parts of it. I thought they had like the first 5 days you won't be able to play it until like after those 5 days pass. Now that I know that I have to legitimately play it only in parts, like how long is this quest then? Is this like a 5-hour long quest? This is crazy. What's up, Delight? Hey, bro. Part 1 is short. It took me like 20 minutes. This is crazy. I should have put part 1 in the damn title then. If I knew this thing was gonna be a 5-day thing to do, I can't believe it. I actually have to play 5 days straight of this. I can't do that. I gotta save it piece by piece because I want to play Star Rail's story and get that done. And I want to play Wu story as well. But there's also some limited time events that are going on in Zenless that I want to do. Man, I can't believe it. They really force players to actually play it in parts rather than let them play the whole thing. That is really lame. I thought it was just waiting for 5 days, but to seriously only let people to play it in parts has got to be one of the worst ideas they've done ever. Like, what? Recollections. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to go over and review these experiences? Begin. If they're going to do this whole recollection thing, they actually need to put forth the effort to actually animate it or have a voiceover across it to be like, to summarize it. Because Star Rail did that a lot where they came out to the Amphoria story. Oh, let us summarize the Amphoria story for you before you continue on with the new plot. I'm only at day 3. Oh, man. Hey, yo. What is this nigga doing? Catching bodies left and right? Oh, man, this look wicked. Hold up. Why did nigga looking at me like that? He like, who you? You see how he looked at me?
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
I like the way they had him open his hands up, because it's not the usual way they do it, right? Usually, their fingers are close together when they open their hands up. Homeboy stretched his hands out. Like, you could see the fingers curling. You saw that? That was crazy.
It's all good. We've had worse.
During his aura farming. Yeah, aura farming abyssal power.
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well...
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
So, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is, but Alice has this obsession with being someone's mother figure. Or their auntie. I need to know her personal story. You know it'd be so crazy? It would be so crazy if we find out that freaking Alice is not from Teyvat. That she's some alien life form not from Teyvat. I would be shocked by that. Genuinely, because there's nothing indicating that she isn't from Teyvat. Everything indicates that she is from here.
My mom.
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
What's funny is that he doesn't have a father, lol. That would be funny and messed up, lol. Yeah, I remember we had a whole conversation about theories spinning from Ajax to the freaking Descenders to all that other crazy nonsense. I wish I kept the stream up when we had that conversation, so people can hear our stupid ass theories. It'll be fun. Ooh, interesting storytelling. Or storytelling method that they're using, rather. The writer and the watcher cross paths. Oh, I must be doing something? Okay, I'm going to assume the screen is loading.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built
Oh my
using
goodness.
the same magic after all.
She just manifested out of nowhere. Also, now, cause I don't think I noticed her skirt last time. At least the back side of the skirt. Because I know a video popped up on my timeline and a video that popped up on Discord. Someone was talking, it was about the content creator I reacted to one time. And basically, she made a video about Alice's design being too familiar. Which I was confused about what exactly was familiar about it. I saw people in the comment section mentioning her hat, being like her hat is like whatever, despite the fact her hat is probably the most standout part of her entire outfit. I don't understand how you could possibly hate the hat. It's the most unique looking witch hat to ever exist. Now, I know the shapes and triangles that people don't like, or rather the whole, oh, the shoulders are always shown, the arm sleeves not connecting to the shirt or some crap. You know, something along the lines. People complain, people have gripes with, because they see it with every female character design in the game, which I can understand that, getting tired of seeing that.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Honestly, it feels like they are wearing elegant dresses all the time. Well, it feels elegant to a degree.
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
I know Alice gives the most devious head ever in life. She probably does Beyblade tricks on the tip. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it. There's something about this woman that screams she's crazy in the bedroom. Now, I ain't got no proof. I have no proof. But I can feel it. Can anybody else feel it? Because I can feel it. I'm talking some wicked work goes on in the bedroom. Potentially racial slurs. Just to make it spicy. Oh, goodness. I'm being a cornball right now. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to do this as my screensaver. I'm going to pair this as my screensaver for my phone.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me.
What's up, Gotcha Dragon?
But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
Also, y'all can give me y'all takes. How y'all feel about Alice's design? Do y'all think they went over the top with Alice's design? Or is it poor and it's meh or whatever? Give me your honest thoughts. I'm curious.
What's this?
Because personally, I don't see them designing Alice in no other way than this. It fits with the formula they've been doing for a long time, their core formula, but also there's a lot of standout features with her outfit that just, it looks good to me personally. I know someone in that comment section of that video mentioned that Alice got the same like skirt as Nefer, like the real short business skirt. Uh-oh. Is my stream lagging? Hopefully my stream isn't lagging. Y'all let me know. Did you see the teaser on Traveler? Did Genshin Impact release a teaser for Traveler? If they did, someone better drop it in the Discord. Unless this is something on Reddit and it's like a leak. Well, gotta get this full picture image. Okay. Alright, good.
This is your mother's dying wish.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I think I read this book. The leak about the new outfit. Oh, I did see it. Someone did post it in the Discord, but I didn't think it was real, personally. I thought it was a fake leak. But if it is real, the outfit design does match, you know, NODKRAI's feel.
Oh, that's because it was the work of more than one person. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. M was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up.
Okay, that's interesting. This is kind of like how people like produce shows continuing like IP. Like for example, Ben 10. We have original Ben 10, then you have Alien Force, then you have Ultimate Alien, and then finally you have Omniverse, right? Different writers for each, or different producers for each show, continuing the plot until we reach the end, which is Omniverse. Granted, they have that reboot of Ben 10, which I'm personally not a fan of because I just don't like the art style of it. And I don't really like the fact that they changed the dynamic between Ben and Gwen to be more friendly towards each other and less of that toxic behavior that they have with each other. New outfit or power for her, and it fixes Traveler's hydro powers. Yeah, if only. Oh, that's crazy. If that is true. Imagine they tweaked Hydro Traveler to shoot actual laser beams instead of this nonsense freaking water gun. We don't talk about the reboot. What's so crazy is the reboot has some interesting plot. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't. I love some of the designs they did for the Omnitrix. I do. I really like it. But it's just like y'all kind of dropped the ball. Don't get me started on the fact that they had a Generator Rex cameo. They put Generator Rex, Kid Generator Rex, in the cameo of one of the seasons where they had a cameo about it. And it's like, y'all dare to sit here and show us a cameo of Generator Rex instead of bringing his show back? He was like, dead seriously. He was the first Latin American superhero I've ever seen on my screen as a child. I didn't even know this nigga was even Latino until like later in life. I was like, oh wow, he Latino. I didn't even know that. It didn't piece together until later down the line that he was that. I was like, oh wow. And it proves my point even more that we already had these diverse characters. The problem is their shows weren't lasting long enough, or they weren't making bank as much in comparison to other popular IPs. And they fell to the wayside. They got their shows canceled and whatnot. So it made it seem like there was no diversity of character back in the day, when it clearly was.
But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, M had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy.
Also, yes, that Alien X getting whooped by all those base form bins with their non-alien transformation was crazy.
And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
That makes sense. Shoot, if you want to talk about a story unfinished, has anybody here watched High School of the Dead? An unfinished story that needed more seasons for to continue the plot, but we got left on a cliffhanger and the author died. Talk about oh my goodness gracious. We ain't about to get into that right now, but you get the point.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
Mm-hmm. You could say that.
I'm just loving Alice more and more the more I see her on screen. Genuinely. This woman is something else. If you want to talk about a woman that's freaking, what you call it? Crap. What they call this? Strong, independent women. I feel like Alice fits the bill perfectly. But she's not in no douchebag type of way. Strong, independent woman. More like, oh, she's a loving, caring, strong, independent woman. Look how many children she over here adopting from her friends. Crazy.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was.
Oh, somebody mentioned in that comment section that her heels, the ending of her heels, or where her what you call it, where her ankles are, those got like teacup handles on it, and that's really nice design to see. Right, because she got a whole tea set dedicated or designed after her. What's that heart that's supposed to be on her hat supposed to represent exactly?
I'd love to tell you what she said. I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Where did this woman go?
Oh.
Fine, we'll make do with the breadcrumbs. It's not the first time you strung us along like this.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
This woman is something else. I swear. She is childish. She is a sweet summer child that became powerful. So powerful to now she rivaling world powers. That's what happened. That's what Alice is. She's a sweet summer child that became all powerful. That's what she is. And now her child is on the same road path as her. Oh my lord, this is over, bro. This world is going to end in fire thanks to Clee. It's a wrap. Go ahead, pray to God now. When he gets, hold up. And he doesn't know about Chapulin, Colorado. Wait, hold up. What? Chapulin, Colorado. I feel like I know what that character is, but I don't remember. Somebody got to send me an image of that. And when he gets General Rex, it was good. I'm feeling old now. Alice, oh, Emma, hey, come here, little one. Come here. Let me give you something you're going to enjoy. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie. Alice would be the type of adult you gotta stay away from. She'd be like, "Oh, do you want candy? No, ma'am, I'm good."
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Ooh, we get to see her hat more from this angle. This is nice. I wonder who crafted her hat. Because this is a very unique hat. I don't see how people dislike this hat. I don't.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers?
Her eyes done changed to that freaking star pattern. Oh my goodness, she's breaking the fourth wall.
With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Yeah, if it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry, we'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Ooh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
And this is...
She's breaking the fourth wall entirely. Okay, if it turns out that Genshin's world is some imagination in a bubble world, I don't think I'll be too mad about it. I know a lot of people will, but I don't think I would be too mad about it. Seeing as she's legitimately breaking the fourth wall like it's nothing. Granted, we're inside the storybook right now that she told us to open, technically, I think. Right? So we're in this little space where she can sit here and do all this. But if it turns out that Genshin Impact's world is an imagination world or a dream world or whatever, I'm not going to be too mad about it. But then they have to explain how in the world do alien life forms break into this dream bubble world.
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it. It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
This woman makes amazing faces, I swear. She makes such kissable faces.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that.
That's like saying that the whole story of FNAF is a dream of a child. A dream of a child. Who knows? Imagine that's how FNAF story actually is. Oh, it turns out all of it was just the dream of a child that was schizophrenic like a motherfucker. Got stricken by crazy levels of fear. Oh my goodness, could you imagine? The entire FNAF story is just the dream of William Afton's son that died, getting his head crushed by the animatronic, and none of that crap actually happened.
Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know.
This woman always smiles all the time. Also, this is something the Nigerian Perspective said in his video. I only watched about half of that video. I'm going to react to it, but I only watched half of it. This man sat here and said that for the past 5 years, he thought that everything Paimon said was a direct reflection, if not verbatim, the words of the Traveler themselves. Meaning, this nigga thought the Traveler didn't have their own thoughts and opinions about things, and every thought and opinion that they had was simply Paimon's. For 5 years straight until now, with NODKRAI. Does that not sound crazy to y'all? Despite the fact that Traveler and Paimon have their own dialogue boxes and have their own thoughts on things. This man just thought that everything Paimon said was exactly verbatim the traveler's words. When I heard that, I was like, there's no way. I refuse to believe that for 5 years straight, you thought that everything the traveler said, or what Paimon said, was exactly the words that belonged from the traveler. AKA, she was just stripping it out of this man's mouth. For the most time, the Paimon is the one talking the most. I get all that. But to jump the gun all the way to be like, oh, I thought everything she was saying was the traveler's words is crazy. It's like, am I supposed to act like I didn't see the traveler have their own thoughts and opinions about something? All these years? Granted, that's his point of view of how he felt about it, obviously, until he realized that, no, that wasn't the case. But still, it just sounds crazy to me that you thought that. Or that he thought that for 5 years straight.
Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote. So naturally, I can't miss this one.
How will we find you? Look at that. The Traveler's dialogue box. This is something Paimon's saying, is she? Nope.
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
See, Traveler says something. Paimon says something on top of that as well. In response or in reference to what the Traveler just said. So, again, how can we sit here and say that, oh, they're just saying the exact same line out of each other? Or is she just stripping the words out this man's mouth to say exactly what he's saying? Like, how? Make it make sense.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out.
That's what that video gonna make me crash out.
Off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
I'm gonna crash out so hard watching this video. Oh man. Well, maybe Paimon is using her power to control the Traveler's thoughts, and what Paimon said is what the said, and what the Traveler said is what Paimon is giving him. So he can say, "Oh my goodness," aka word salad, aka mind manipulation, basically.
Magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at this book.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues. Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously, it's the Mondstadt's library.
Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
Look at that. The Traveler picked up on it immediately.
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
What time is it? It's 3:36. I've been streaming for 36 minutes. Okay, okay. I really like the glow of Pyro Traveler. It's just really good. Like, oh my goodness. Like, there is no other element that gives the same glowing flare that Pyro Traveler has. And I love that. Well, actually, I hate it, technically. Because, like, can the other elements get the same glow, too? I know they want Pyro Traveler to feel special, but, like, bro, it just looks good. I'm interested to know what cradle you'll choose to see if it changes anything. Cradle? I get to choose a cradle? Or is it candle? And you got hit by that autocorrect.
Back in the Mondstadt library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
Not candle at all. Oh, okay, just making sure. Because usually you get slapped by that autocorrect to be pissing you off.
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library?
Lisa!
You should know better than that.
Lisa. The first character to ever be gooned over in this game, purely on the basis of your voice acting and your mommy energy that you had about yourself. I'm not gonna lie, niggas were fiending over Lisa. Oh my lord. Lisa. What's crazy is I was more of a Mona fan, but like, when people started bringing up the whole Mona Lisa, I was like, oh snap, you right. I need both. Oh, now that I think about it, are people even using Lisa in these like lunar charge teams? I wonder, because I'm not gonna lie, if that is the case, I might decide to build her properly and, like, you know, get her off the ground. Because really, all my version 1 units that I pulled for, I didn't build any of them niggas properly. Shoot, majority of my characters are not built properly.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
She keep calling us cuties. She gonna see something fierce. I promise you.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
So Lisa's been mentoring you.
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
As I'm sitting here thinking about it, would people have had an issue with Alice's character design, at least for the minority of people who have an issue with Alice's character design, would they have a problem if Alice had the exact same or similar elements of design if they shared with Lisa? Y'all think people would complain about that? 'Cause I feel a lot of people would complain about it and be like, well, that just feels lazy. They're just stripping it from Lisa's character design and just throwing it on Alice, right? So it's essentially, it would create a problem of, it doesn't matter what pathway we take. We either give her a very unique looking design for a witch with some design elements that we've used before, or we go with the route of, let's just make her look exactly like Lisa, because Lisa was technically our first witch looking character in the whole game, right? But then people be like, oh, damn, that's lazy too.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
Also, Lisa's shoulders are covered up, which is a main complaint that a lot of people have with female characters recently, with their shoulders not being covered and always being exposed. So people will give a thumbs up for that.
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
Very possible. I'm also glad to see that Lisa is being brought back, a version 1 unit. Something we don't really see with, sorry for the comparison, but it must be said, and Woo-Wah, for some weird reason, Withering Waves does not like the idea of bringing back their version 1 characters at all, for some weird reason. Don't know why. We're going to get to the point in Withering Waves' story where they're going to be like, man, we realize there's a lot of version 1 characters who haven't appeared in the story, or who should have played a role in the story, and we have plot threads that didn't get concluded, and we need to tie those up to bring them back to the story to then finish their story before we complete the overall story, right? I feel like we're going to have a moment like that in Withering Waves. Either that or they're not going to do it ever. And then people are going to be like, look at the superior version of NODKRAI. I promise you on everything. We're gonna oh my goodness gracious. I can already see it.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Oh, also, I'm still in the process of writing my script for the Traveler and their abilities. And I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that one of the Traveler's abilities was the whole elemental sight thing. Right? Isn't this one of like the first abilities we learn about when we start the game, which is elemental sight? And now that I think about it, it's been a while since elemental sight has been used in the game, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but when was the last time elemental sight was used as an ability to be used in the plot? Like, on some real stuff. And also, can someone confirm to me, can everybody in the game use elemental sight? Or is it just a Traveler that can use elemental sight? I kind of forgot. But I feel like it may be the first answer, because the fact that Lolly has her own unique elemental sight. What was that? What is this weird markings on the floor? That's straight. Wait. What? It's coming from somewhere. Hold on, let's go over here. There's something over there. Hold up. What? Hold up. It's still there. Wait a minute. Is it coming from here? Okay, maybe I'm looking into something that's just not that big of a deal. That's probably what it is, right? Maybe I'm just going crazy.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain.
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Oh, also, they finally revealed the English voice actor for Paimon, the new one. I don't know if y'all know about that.
An experiment log? Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
I feel like that book probably belongs to Sucrose.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it. this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
I wonder. Okay, so the marking is even still on the ground, even down here. What is this illusory nonsense? It doesn't appear anywhere else. Wait, hold up. It echo affected. Hold up, wait a minute. I gotta test something real quick. Cause this is throwing me off. Hold up. Let's add another Natland character and see what happens.
Will there be enough food?
Yes, it will, big girl. Okay, so Natland character. Okay, so there's only Masters of the Night Wind that have this special looking elemental sight. Okay, so let me get Auroron.
Where to?
Okay, so he can see this stuff too. What the crap is this? Yeah, try Aaron. Also, bro, I did not know my Auroron was dying. What the crap did I do with him last time? There's clearly something here that's being picked up, but it's not telling what it is. Search for books in the library. I feel like I touched all the books, didn't I? Pretty sure. There's nothing else signaling to look at another book around here. Unless I'm tripping. Let me see. Nope, I don't see nothing else to look at from these books. But I think that's all of them.
Well, did you manage to find them? This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we can tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters.
AKA Gold Rhine Daughters Alchemy.
Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them? Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it.
Because she will use it.
After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well,
Interesting.
Did you manage to find them?
I wonder what the surprise is exactly. Like, what type of spell? Bro, imagine the person who saved the day in the end or comes in with such a clutch moment will be Klee. Could you imagine?
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
Ah, crap, my phone.
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends.
I mean, it wasn't entirely wrong, seeing as, like, the little bit of dialogue you get from, like, I guess reading artifact sets or, like, the weapon descriptions. It basically paints it as, yo, from the perspective of Durin, the Abyss Dragon, Homeboy was, like, just out in search having friends, or looking for friends, and then he came across Dvalin and the Animal Archon, and he was like, oh, homies, what's up, twin? Only for, in reality, this nigga was causing massive mayhem. It was truly sad.
But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads. But this one hit a bit too close to home.
I can see why.
And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer.
I don't think it was a lie. It was the
Well,
truth.
would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
Alright, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait, look!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Sorry, I was just tired of seeing my guy on a low health bar. It was pissing me off.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
Okay. The wisp of woodland air, trace of Palatinial splendor. I picked the wisp of woodland. Okay, cool. Then I'll choose the trace. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, and click.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a trace of palatial splendor. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Oh, okay. So the picture does change. Oh, wow.
Whoa! We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
That was the opening we heard, right?
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
A silver sprite is what they call her. Oh my gosh.
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Was that the same voice
My
we
room,
heard
the
just
egg is
now?
inside a tree hole. They did you dirty, so they give you that lavish. I feel sad for you.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do. So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Yeah, I agree.
For a moment, the story crashers fell silent. Perhaps waiting around wasn't such a bad idea after all.
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexenzirkel. Do you think the witch in this story is one of them too?
My mother had a hat just like this.
Then, the witch must be Em! Looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Whether the sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand. For in that moment, What mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
Valid, which is one of the reasons why I like looking around first before I click anything to continue doing XYZ, because there's always something interesting to be found around the corner. I'm not seeing anything else interesting to click on.
Devouring claw!
There's one more. Yeah, I can observe the egg. By the couch near the books. Okay, it must be the other one. What up?
Look at all these books. Guessing the witch did a lot of reading while she was waiting for the egg to hatch.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only thing she was incubating here.
Oh my lord, she was incubating iron tube. I knew it. It's a wrap. I knew these witches were villainous. They were here creating doomsday devices. It's over. Oh my god, the Hexen Circle is just the freaking genius society, but on a smaller scale. That's all it is. It's over. We about to have a planetary busting dragon on our heads. Man, I'm a little tired of this. Why we gotta keep dealing with this? we have to deal with Xandar and his BS. Now we dealing with this too. Aww.
Where else might a story be born, if not among books?
Oh.
Okay, that's enough of my outlandish crash out behavior. Also, if anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button for your boy. The support goes a long way, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you. My bad, I'm just looking at my gameplay real quick. And enjoy your scrambled egg.
Dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now.
Now I'm conflicted. Should I order pizza?
So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
It sure is, twin. Also, the drip that Durin got on is so clean. I swear. I mess with it heavy. I don't know if I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I mess with it. The pale pants with all the other dark colors is just a nice contrast.
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
I just had the craziest thought. Y'all know about the whole thing called Bad Dragon? For my mature people, you should know what this is. Oh my goodness gracious. Just had the craziest thought. Nah, don't go there. Man, my intrusive thoughts are winning today. Oh. You know, I may save it for later.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Also, I got this sneaking suspicion this is Alice just like imitating her voice.
Oh, right. We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Wait a minute, what did Paimon say prior to this? I had looked at my phone to something. Real quick, I need to check something on my phone. Alright. We're at the point of the story where wait, hold up.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
I swear, the new voice actor for Paimon, I swear, sounds exactly like her verbatim. I cannot tell the difference between the old voice actor and the new voice actor. I seriously can't. How do you do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
Okay, I can see why the narrator bit back at Paimon for referring to her lack of reading. Oh man, Paimon.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
We'll give it a try, Durin. Despite the fact Pyro Traveler is here, we gotta let Durin do it though. Actually, this is his story quest anyway, so he needs to do it. Also, I like the fact that Paimon admitted to, you know what, you got it. You got that, twin. I ain't gonna argue back.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, let's go. Reverse both into special forms, casting schedule return purity, this manifest to white flame. And casting normal attachment return manifesting. Okay. Okay, use flames to help the little dragon break out of the egg. Or break out of the shell. I wonder if this is how the usurper, the first descender, came into existence, right? Because they keep talking about how it came out of an eggshell and used the eggshell to separate the microcosm from the universe, or the world from the universe, something along those lines, right?
Watch out!
Okay.
The story has only just begun!
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime. At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
I wonder if M had beef with Rhine-Daughter, being like, you sat here and created that evil dragon, that poor child meant that sad fate. I am not with you, twin. That's probably what happened, right? You probably have some personal beef. Because I can't see Rhine-Daughter helping write in the freaking book about the story about the witch and the undying flame.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side.
Ooh, I like that.
Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Oh, I plan to do the rest of the Hex and Circle character stuff after I finish this. Because this part of the quest, you said is only like 20 minutes. I know I've been yapping for a little while, and it's going on an hour. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm reaching the end of part 1 of this, so that I can do the rest of that before I end the stream. I still haven't touched it yet because I wanted to save it for stream to unlock. Because I want to, you know, show the playthrough. After this, I'm gonna freaking order me some pizza with some cheese sticks. Oh my lord, I'm gonna make sure I get extra tomato sauce for them cheese sticks. Cause they be giving, bro, I don't know what it is, but Pizza Hut be giving lackluster tomato sauce. It's like, bro, if I order cheese sticks, I want more tomato sauce. Give me more of that dipping sauce, damn it.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
So it is Durin's story after all. Or at least a window into his past.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
I might order a deep dish because it sounds good right now. Tell me about it. My stomach over here grumbling, bruh. Shoot, now that I think about it, I woke up at like 9:53 going on 10 o'clock, and I have not eaten. Oh, actually, that's not true. I did eat. I ate some dinner from like a night ago. I ate that before I left today, but like it's already going on 4 o'clock. I'm still hungry. I need something else. It was like a small bowl I had.
True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
Okay, so they basically created a real life reason for why it is we have to wait for this damn chapter to unlock, waiting for the ink to dry. But they didn't need to do that when it came out to the actual playing the quest and having to like wait actual 5 days in a row to do that. They did not need to do this. I feel like they wanted it to make it too immersive, because this feels like they wanted this story quest to be extremely immersive. That's what this feels like to me. Yeah, they were like, oh, let's make it ultra immersive so that they have to wait for the ink to dry in real life time as well before they can play the next part. It's like, I get the vision, it just shouldn't have been done.
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Who here says toodles?
Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back.
Don't give me to my song. It's for the best. Shut up, Durin. You don't know what's for the best. You're still a child to me. Tell us something. No, it's probably for the best. No, it is not. I was prepared to play 3 to 4 hours worth of a story quest and get it banged out today. That's what I was prepared for.
So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Okay. Valid pushback argument he brought. Maybe it's best to take a break. Because, you know, there's the whole complaint about, oh man, there's no skip button. And I can't skip nothing. And blah, 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 right? So, what better way to have it be set in breaks between each section of the story so that you can go do something else. Sounds like a smart idea, but it's more of a band-aid fix rather than a permanent fix. Just give people the damn skip button already.
Yeah! Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Wait, what? Hold up.
Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
The one time a black screen white text can be used to have a day go by. That is so true. People complain about black screen white text. This would be the perfect moment to use it. Hold up. We're still in the birth chapter. It says wait for the book to reveal hints for the next chapter. I mean, cool. Do I have to force time to go forward, or is that the end of it all? Also, who's this? Wishborn. I don't know who Wishborn is, but I'm gonna accept it anyway. Anyway, I don't know if the story next story unlocks in 11 hours. Okay. So this is the plan. I'm going to swap around games that I'm playing throughout this week. I think I'm going to stream for the next 6 days, starting from today onward until like Thursday of next week, just to see how much content I can pump out. Also, what else? I'm still working on the script for my video and all that other stuff, so that's gonna have to wait. I gotta find clips to illustrate my points. What else? Reaction content. There's still like a handful of videos I can react to. There is a video made by Captain Cabinets that I really want to react to, and it's about the Wuwa story. And she made the claim that the integration of character story quests into the main plot is ruining the main story. Now, that's an interesting take. Because I know she doesn't play Star Rail, I know she doesn't play Genshin, and I know she doesn't play Zillas. So, I can engage in the conversation with more knowledge, per se, on the topic, on whether or not if they handled it in a good way in Wuwa. Granted, I feel like they kind of did with the most recent stuff they've done, but at the same time, they didn't do that with every character, but instead did it with only like 1 or 2 or 3 characters. Right? Zanny's personal story had nothing tied to the main plot of Renacida. Phoebe's personal story had, as far as I know, no tie to the main plot. I don't think she even had a companion quest. Did she have a companion quest? No, she didn't even have a companion quest. I feel like they've been doing a lot of characters' stories, personal stories tied to the direct plot or tied to the main plot ever since like the Black Shores, or rather ever since Jinshi's story. Because Jinshi's story was a part of the main plot, right, at that one point in time. And then after that, we started getting more characters' personal stories tied to the main plot. Right? Anyway, I can't wait to react to that video, because I think it's going to be a really good video, personally. Or rather, a decent video. Whose quest shall I do next? Let's do Sucrose. We're gonna go kick it with Sucrose. The laws of boundaries. I'm gonna try not to talk as much. I love my girl Sucrose.
Given previous results, I should make a few adjustments to the experiment and ensure that the materials and equipment are all in order.
I just got crazy whiplash. What? Okay, I know that Sucrose's voice actor was on some crazy shit. Well, not crazy. I can't call her fully crazy, but she was on some ish on Twitter not that long ago, related to the whole voice actor strike, I believe. And now her voice has been replaced with a new voice actor. I wonder if they've ever announced the new voice actor for Sucrose, because this is not her OG voice, obviously. I would say Wu-Wop 3.0 focused on one character way too much. So it focused on one character and their personal life, but I would have to assume that the plot had nothing directly tied, or rather, her personal life had nothing that directly tied to the main plot, is what I'm going to assume. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Gotcha Dragon.
As for the potion I need to make... Oh, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
They made my girl Sucrose sound older. Well, they gave her more bass in her voice, rather. I don't know how I feel about this. A part of me likes it, but another part of me misses the more sweet-sounding, high-pitched, shy voice to Sucrose. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me.
We're here to help with your task. We wanted to see if you could use some extra hands.
My task? Oh, you mean the one Mr. Albedo told me about? The one from the Hexen Circle?
This girl got so much, I don't know what she got so much confidence. That's what it is. My Sucrose has some aura about herself. She gained confidence. Where did this confidence come from? Because it's brimming out of her voice right now. It is unsettling. When did Sucrose become confident? When? Somebody let me know. When did her character arc happen? When? I need to know. I mean, for the beginning of the Norwegian, every character got left in a ditch except for the Bannock. Oh my lord. But you know, what else do you expect from Wuthering Waves? They always do that, right? Anyway.
Well, you're just in time. The experiment is ongoing, and I was just about to work on it.
Ongoing? So, you've been working on it all this time?
Yes. It aligns with other research topics I've been working on, so it hasn't been too much extra work. Still...
What? Is there a problem with the experiment?
I've been unsuccessful so far.
She probably got confidence when Albedo gave her what she wanted from him in the bed at night. Could you imagine? Just knocking the confidence into her. Full power thrust. We gotta get in there nice and deep. Oh my goodness, I'm so corny right now. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, so it keeps failing, huh?
It's not as simple as just failing. The whole theoretical framework behind this task is a bit more complicated than I imagined.
I swear, this voice acting is rewriting the programming in my mind to view Sucrose with a high-pitched voice. It is reprogramming my brain, and I don't like it.
Oh, right! You still haven't told us what kind of experiment it is.
One meant to develop a potion that can transform sweet flowers into a variant 16 times its normal size. That is to say, the formulation of botanical augmentation reagent type 4, iteration 7. As you can probably guess, this is my 7th time running the experiment.
Wow! So, basically, we need to make growth serum. Or the 7th version of one.
Well, yeah, that's about right. This is my 7th attempt, but I didn't make many adjustments to the formula this time, because both the theoretical principles behind this experiment and the products of the process prove there's nothing wrong with it.
But you haven't succeeded yet, right?
Yes. I'm thinking that it's not my current formula that is wrong, per se, but rather, some other key element is missing.
This confident woman is throwing me off. Oh, goodness gracious. Hold on, my bad. I'm just checking something. Checking my pizza order that I'm doing right now. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, it's good.
Oh! Then Paimon knows just what to do.
Yo, what's up? New Suga's VA is so much better. Huge improvement. I wouldn't say she's so much better, but she done maybe, well, now it feels like the character feels different from last time. It's like it's brimming with confidence. Which Sucrose doesn't really have a lot of confidence, but this voice acting make me think she got extreme confidence.
Yeah, we came here to do just that after all.
Here it is. That said, I'm still missing 2 ingredients.
Now that we can help with. What do we need to get?
I need spring water from Springvale to use as the base, as well as Eye of the Storm fragments. But that last one could be tricky.
We've got this! Let's go!
Now, if you're referring to the voice actor
the Eye of the
herself,
Storm first.
now if you're referring to the voice actor herself, then yeah, sure, I get it. But the voice acting that she brought to the character, I really did like it. In my opinion, it was really good.
Come take a look.
It helped me grasp what type of character she was. Or what type of character that Sucrose was. Let me be more accurate. Okay, where are we going? Oh, we're going over here. This was my reaction to Stella's new voice. I get that. Yeah, because yeah, Stella. I'm pretty sure Stella's voice was like high pitched, right? I don't really know because I didn't pick Stella for my Star Rail MC. I picked Callus. It wasn't until Zone Zero came that I decided to choose. You know what? I'm gonna pick the female lead this time. I picked the male lead twice already. Oh wow, it's been a while since I fought one of these. I'm not gonna lie. I missed how fun it was to fight this.
I'm going in. Fulfill our pact.
Some of the volume is snuffed out.
Time to end them.
Tell me what you see.
Come on, change.
Get to work. Ha! Sha! Ha! Sa!
I can't believe this boss was hard to defeat back in the past. Can you believe that?
Alright, that's the first ingredient done.
Wow, you 2 work fast. That step usually takes me forever. We can get the spring water down there.
So now what are you going to do after Sucrose Hex homework? Oh, after I finish the Hex homework for all the rest of the characters, then I'm going to end the stream. And then hopefully we can do a watch along tonight. And hopefully I can freaking order my food because I'm freaking hungry. Man, Pyro Traveler just looks so freaking cool. I love it. I swear. Now I'm wondering what Cryo Traveler is going to look like. Hopefully Cryo Traveler looks cool. Also, can someone tell me what exactly is like the label for Snezhnaya's nation? Like the nation of what? Because I know the title that every other nation has, but I don't remember what the Snezhnaya's title is. Like the nation of what? Of snow and storm? Of snowstorms? Like I forgot what it's called. I was thinking about it before I started the stream, or rather when I was doing my errands, or the errand I needed to run today. And I was like, bro, what the freak is their title for their nation? Because it's not clicking my brain right now. The nation of Russia. This is not the nation of snow bunnies.
The high quality of Springvale's waters makes for a stable potion-making ingredient.
That's all we needed, right?
Yes. Let's head back.
And we know exactly the reason why Springvale's water is so good for making potions, don't we? Hopefully everyone here does remember the reason why. I know a lot of people probably missed that on limited time event. Cause we know that the freaking what you call them things, the Oceanid. I hate the pronunciation they did for Oceanid. Oceanid. I don't like that pronunciation at all. Oceanid sound better. Anyway, that's the reason why Springville's water is so good for potion making. Because my penis is magical in that place, isn't it? That's disgusting. Could you imagine? Oh wow, this water source is so immaculate. Why? Oh, because this powerful magical individual pissed in it. That's why. Excuse you? Yeah, we've been drinking it, we've been bathing in it, we've been doing all type of stuff with this water. What? Why are we still using this water? Because it's magical, twin. That's why. It got crazy healing properties too. What? Oh goodness, I'm fucking corny as fuck right now. Since the nation of High Ironcrest, since Naya, the home of Senor's tombstone. Ooh, hold up. Did you hear what happened with the captain? Oh, wait, hold on. What? I missed that. I heard a few whispers. Apparently, the Sarita has decided to keep his position as is. The captain must have had his reason for doing what he did. The business is not to be taken. It's not a fool to be taken lightly. So wait. She has allowed the captain to keep his position, despite the fact this nigga is dead. If this does not scream, this nigga will be back, I don't know what does. Cause that's what this screams to me. Am I wrong for viewing it that way? What's this? A rare lapse in your bullish optimism? Well, he did manage to earn everyone a valuable reprieve, including us, wouldn't you say? And I've heard tell from our returning comrades that there's something wrong with the sky above now. Has a greater calamity befall us? Perhaps a calamity, or perhaps an opportunity. What else would the power that... Hold on. Why else would the power that be suddenly dispatch more hands to a place like NODKRAI? Yes, you're wrong. All the carpenters have kept their titles and ranks. Zero was never replaced, and she's been dead for 5 years.
This guy in that one.
Oh, did I say that I thought that the character would get their thing replaced? If I said that, that's my bad. Hopefully I didn't say that. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that, but hopefully I didn't. But anyway, still, it's interesting that she has allowed for them to keep their positions despite the fact these niggas are dead. Cause it just feels like they're gonna come back to life somehow, or some way, shape, or form. That's what it just feels like to me. Yeah, B. All right, see you later. What I'm doing right now? Oh, that's right.
All right, the ingredients are ready and the cauldron is just over there, so we should be good to go. But,
I'm gonna order myself a cheese pizza as well. I haven't had a cheese pizza, just straight cheese. And tossed. Give me some of that on it. Maybe some onions too. A little bit of that pork. Okay, I'm good.
Is something wrong?
No. It's just... Do you mind if I watch from the side? Just for the purposes of accurate recording, I mean.
Senora is dust. How the fuck are you bringing her big titty ass back? I think the most smartest way to bring her back is using alchemy. I genuinely believe that. Because seeing as alchemy can be used to create a full-blown human body, I would not be surprised if that's what they're going to do. But then the question comes, okay, how exactly are we going to snatch her soul and put it into this new vessel that was made for her?
I know lots of people don't like being scrutinized during experiments, so...
That's no problem at all.
Thanks. Then, I'm ready to go whenever you are. I'll make sure to take detailed notes, too. So, are you ready to start the experiment?
I'm not a hopeless simp. I'm like, I wasn't even one of her biggest fans. Granted, I personally had actually, I was mad indifferent towards Senora. I understand why people liked her. Don't get it twisted, right? But like, I was like mad indifferent towards her. Oh wow, we're doing this. Okay. It's been a while since they did this. Okay. Yes, I remember how this event goes. Back up first. Status. Let's read. What's that? Tuning rate reaches 100%. Okay, but it's not really telling me what they want me to have this thing be at. Okay. Okay, that's done. He reminds me of the guy that saved all his primos for 3 years after Senora was killed. Oh, someone really did that?
Really?
Yes, I don't see any flaws in the brewing at all. Let me extract some and test the product's composition. One moment. Yes, like I said, flawless execution. The potion is perfect. It's exactly what I was expecting.
So? Was the 7th time the charm?
Upon examination, it seems identical to the previous 6 iterations.
Oh! Wouldn't that make the results identical?
Not necessarily. Experimental outcomes can differ even with similar variables all around. You never know what the result will be. That's what makes experiments valuable in the first place. Come, let's test this thing out. I planted some sweet flowers beforehand which we can use. We just need to douse them with the potion and see what happens.
I'm placing my order, and order has been placed. Alright, now I ain't gotta worry about that no more. Are we going all the way to Dragon's Flying for this? Oh my gosh. Hey Carla, what up? You're not gonna believe this Saint Cornball video. Who ruined me as Saint himself 9 hours ago. Oh yeah, I think someone threw that or screenshotted that and showed me in the Discord. And apparently he's blaming Hoyoverse for the 3.0 update. Something along them lines, right? Don't know how you can come to that conclusion about 3.0 update, but apparently it's the Hoyoverse is what. It doesn't make no sense. It's so crazy. Saint Totas is the type of person who will get upset that people are drama farming him, yet simultaneously he is the person who drama farms all the damn time. And it's like, well, since you're making money off of making drama and gotcha tribalism, well, guess what? People get to do that to you too. Shoot, there's gonna be something that's gonna be making me some money soon. Well, as soon as I reach 1,000 subs, and then he really gonna cry about it.
Alright, we poured the growth serum on the flowers. Is that all we need to do?
Oh my lord. The flower is about to turn into a whopper flower or one of them giant ice registrying flowers. That's what's about to happen, right? I can already feel it. I should have known before we even got here.
Yep. The flowers need to fully absorb the potion, so it might take some time before we see a reaction.
What happens then?
The flowers will grow in size while maintaining their original appearance. But then, when they reach 12 to 14 times their normal size, this will prove more than they can bear. As if some upper limit has been reached, they will wither and rot, assuming unnatural forms until nothing is left of them but liquid.
Wait, what? So there's a problem with the growth serum then?
No. I've adjusted the formula time and again, resolving all kinds of issues that arise when inducing small plants to grow larger.
Oh, I should say this. For anybody watching watching the stream right now, how has your day been today? Hopefully you had a good day today.
Issues like ensuring that the leaves don't get too large, strengthening root diameter and load-bearing capacity, calculating how the increase in surface area might affect sunlight exposure and nutrition.
So, why isn't it working then?
Because the flowers cannot transcend. As above, so below, is one of alchemy's guiding principles. Alchemy seeks mastery over matter, but this world has its limits. It's like a specification etched into the law that governs all things. Part of the purpose of doing multiple experiments is to determine if this specification is stable.
So failure is also a viable result.
Exactly.
Anyway.
It proves that the limit continues to exist.
Okay, this is all a bit over Paimon's head, but basically, you needed the experiment to fail to prove that the limits and borders in this world are stable? Oh, what a weird experiment. Huh? Looks like one of the flowers is reacting. Wait a second. That's not a sweet flower at all.
The whopper flower has spun back on us after all these years. Can you believe it? Bro, when was the first Dragon Spawn event was like, what, no, it was like 5 years ago at this point, right? When the whopper flower first appeared, right? And we fought the whopper flower? Or did the whopper flower appear in the second year of the game? I can't remember. Someone let me know. But yeah, the bastard has spun back on us righteously.
Careful! It's a whopper flower. It must have absorbed some of the potion. Wait, but that's happened before, and it's never gotten this big either. Can this mean...
We can talk about this later. Let's get rid of it first.
I didn't change my team setup. Oh my gosh. Can I run? I can run. I gotta escape. Okay. There we go. Now, let's get a proper team on here, shall we? Actually, you know what? Oh, quick announcement. I should have let y'all know this earlier. Peep game. So that boss in the summertime event area for Natland, right? The dude who throws his like hat and do all the electric attacks. Okay, so about 2 nights ago, I mopped the floor with the guy. Finally. And this team that you see right here on screen is the team that I used to mop the floor with him. Originally, I did not use Yaimiko because I was like, I didn't understand the boss mechanics at all. I was just attacking it, right? And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I have to attack one of the hats that the bastard has transformed into. And I need to do constant electro attacks to the hat to stun him. So when I finally figured that out, that's when I put Yaimiko on the team. And then I got my victory. So yeah, Miko, she came in clutch. Was a boss on the first event, Dragon Spine, but also produced the best weapon in the game. The first Dragon Spine event made a bunch of people quit the game. Its difficulty was insane. Alright, time for my thick, plump electro girl to finally sit her ass on this flower. Time to crush it for real.
Final warning! Right here. Emerge. Swirl, Mark 2. Hands where I can see them. Insolent. Headbutt. Hi. Yeah! Right now. Stop right there. Torn to
wrong button.
oblivion.
I didn't mean to do that. I tried to activate Sucrose, but I ended up activating Raging Shogun's ultimate.
Justice will prevail. Right here, right now. Stand clear. Enhanced Animal Module 75. It's justice o'clock.
All right.
Phew, we did it. Even at that size, a whopper flower is just a whopper flower.
Okay, mic is back on. Sorry, the mic turned off or unplugged. Damn, God, it's so slow. It took him 9 months to figure out a single boss mechanics. Look. It's because I left the boss alone. I was like, bro, I'm not running its fade right now. I'm going to come back and spin back on it righteously later. And I did. Because I didn't think when I first started, I was like, okay, my team probably isn't leveled up high enough to deal with it. So let me leave this alone. Let me go level up my characters first, and so on and so forth. Only for it to be like, oh, okay, now I understand the boss mechanic, and now I can kick his ass without needing to bother leveling up my characters any higher than this. Now, was Whopper Flower unusual?
But, was it supposed to get that big?
I could only make a rough estimate during the battle, but it looked at least 16 times its original size, maybe even larger. This means that the experiment worked.
And what does that mean then? Also, Sucrose, the fact that your glasses are staying on your face, despite the fact they have no handles at all, is crazy.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
You want to say you're trying to make Whopper Flowers ascend beyond the world's limits, yet your glasses are already doing it.
I'm still not sure what the implications are, but if further attempts succeed in reproducing this result, that means that something's different. Perhaps the limits and laws of this world are changing due to some unknown factor.
Ooh.
I can't say if that's good or bad, but from an alchemical perspective at least, expanded boundaries means that more possibilities are now open to us. Either way, this brings my task to an end.
Seems so.
That said, it could also be an effect of the person who made the potion. There could also have been something special about this particular Whopper Flower. There's a lot that still needs to be confirmed, so I suppose this task opens the way for further questions.
Well, we're here if you ever need some help.
Could we try using the growth serum on Paimon?
Yes, think about it. Paimon could probably beat a whole gang of treasure hoarders to a pulp if you were 16 times bigger.
I have my doubts. The only reason the serum worked on the Whopper Flower was because its internal structure was similar enough to a sweet flower. If you drank some, you might become 16 times bigger, but you might also turn into a plant-based life form.
Yeah, nope. That's not happening then. Oh, by the way, Paimon wanted to ask, why is all your research focused on things like sweet flowers and sunsettias.
It'll be so crazy if the theory that Ashkai made like a couple years back, when her theory was based on the whole joke of Paimon being emergency food. Because throughout Sumeru, we come across a lot of these, consecrated beasts that ate the flesh of dead gods and became what they are now. And I wonder if we're going to have something like that happen with Paimon, where the Traveler devours Paimon. Not in like a physical sense of like eating every nook and cranny of her body, obviously, but more so absorbs her into his form. I wonder if that will happen in the future. I would personally like it for the story reasons, because, you know, the Traveler and Paimon's relationship has been shown in depth throughout this entire game, and it'll kind of suck not to like have that type of conclusion with their friendship. Personally, that's just how I feel about it.
Oh, that's simple. Both sunsettias and sweet flower nectar taste sweet. So in that sense, accidentally making a whopper flower 16 times bigger comes with a hidden benefit, because whopper flower nectar
Tastes exactly like sweet flowers?
That's right. Once I've extracted the sugar from the nectar, I'll give you some.
You get it!
Alright. Unlocked. Alright, let's go unlock the rest of them, shall we? Who is next? Let's go to official first. I'm going to do official, then Durin, then Mona. I want to save Mona for last because I really like Mona. My pizza shouldn't have arrived already, right? I just ordered the damn thing. That'd be pretty fast. Just take a look. Let's take a look. Hopefully it's not here yet. Hold up. Nope, ain't arrived yet. I got time.
Hut! Heads up! Whoop!
I love my girl Versa, I swear. I think another reason why I really love Versa is just because her hair is pink. And no, it's not because of the whole pink hair girl thing we've been having lately. A lot of pink haired girls have been running around recently. They are an endangered species, or they're a population growing in size right now. But like, I just really like the fact that pink was one of her dominant colors. I think that's what it is.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Greetings, traveler.
Hey there, Catherine! Oh, and Oz and Fischl are here too! What a coincidence!
Now, either they're gonna have a different voice, or they're gonna have the same voice. Hopefully they have the same voice, because I really want them to have the same voice.
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness. 'Tis only natural that those who seek light should cross paths in the realm of dawn.
I miss Sucrose. Not Sucrose, I meant to say Fischl. It's been a while since we've seen Fischl. I miss her. I miss homegirl.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's happy to see you both. And I feel the same. It's been quite a while, Traveler and Paimon.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, traveler. An editor is here to discuss the details in person. Much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? Surely you don't mean...
Not this book. Oh my lord. This potentially lore important book about Shattered Halberd, which you could tie it to the freaking Gnosis. And if you can expand that a little further than that, tie it to Star Rail and Acheron and the whole, oh, all them swords were created type-ish. You feel me? I done seen this book lore get taken to the nth degree.
Wait, is this author really that important? What if we weren't here? Or if we decided not to take the commission? The editor would just be wasting their time.
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. That's an opportunity most would fight over. In any case, If the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look for the man dressed in Inazuman clothing.
Hold on! Halt thy steps, good traveler. Fate cast you upon the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the NODKRAI.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, she would like to go with you.
Wow, you seem really jazzed about this commission, official. Do you have some kind of insider information?
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor then.
There's some oomph behind that booty slam. Sure, I'm trying to get sit on. Please and thank you. Oh, this is one of the dudes that work at Yai Publishing House. I know who this is. It's not the one with glasses though. It's the other big boy. Oh my goodness. It just clicked in my brain that freaking Zhao from Zenless has the same exact running animation when she's in combat too. Oh my lord.
Alright, let's see who lucked out and got this free trip to Mondstadt.
The pink-haired fever is immaculate. That's what's going on now. The pink-haired fever.
Wait, you're Shing. Oh, Genyu's editor, Onodera.
Traveler, thank you for all you've done for us in the past. I come here today with a commission from Lady Yai, with which I'd like your help, should you be willing. Oh, and might I ask who this person dressed like Princess Fischl is?
You have the pleasure of speaking to our eminent person, Fischl, Prinzessin de Vertelung.
Mein Fräulein means to say that her name is Fischl, and that she is most pleased to meet you.
Yep, this is Fischl. She's a reliable adventurer, and she's here to help.
Yeah, I, kinda got that the first time.
Since thou hast learned my name, understand this. To speak it is to be absolved. Praise it, therefore, and thou shalt earn thine salvation.
Do y'all ever think we're gonna get a big boy character released in this game? Y'all think so? I know potentially the likelihood is very low, but knowing that they've been playing with body types recently, right, with certain characters, I wouldn't be surprised if they release a big boy. And be like, yo, we got a big chunky boy here. Let's see how people feel about him.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she...
Ah, I see. I completely concur, my lady. Remembering names is simply basic etiquette. And if you might lend me succor in solving this problem, I shall indeed praise your names to the heavens above. As many times as necessary, in fact.
Oh my goodness, Fischl done found somebody outside of her friend group that understand her without Oz needing to translate. Now I can only tell that this is probably because he's from Inazuma and Inazuma practice high etiquette, just like in Japan, in real life, and any Asian country.
You understood Fischl language before Oz could even finish translating.
An editor is not to be underestimated, my bad.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks then. Now, have you heard of the author Mr. Nine? He's famous for writing the legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Flowers.
What was that, mein Fräulein?
Flowers for Princess Fischl. That's what Mr. Nine is actually famous for.
Mein Fräulein means to say, even should the creator be cold and unmoving, the Prinzessin and her NODKRAI's resplendence might yet compel them to weep.
Well, sure. The author of Flowers for Princess Fischl, Mr. Nine. He sent a letter from NODKRAI asking for help, and he seems to be in bad shape.
That nigga is in NODKRAI?
So ask the Adventurers Guild or a local mercenary to find him. Seems pretty simple to Paimon.
Where it's so simple. But here's the problem. We don't know anything about Mr. Nine. what he looks like, how old he is, where he's from. He's only ever communicated with us via letter, from addresses all over to that. And he's never showed up to our annual meeting or events. Not once.
Okay, this is very interesting to learn about Mr. 9. Could he be a character that we already know? Imagine if it's Dottore. Because Dottore is the only person I can think of right now that could possibly fit this description. The nigga is always busy doing things he likes every damn day of the week. I wouldn't be surprised if Dottore had a side hustle of him like writing books and basing it in fairy tale versus like basing it in fairy tale, even though there's reality built into the basis of the story. Or it could be another character entirely.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we'll need to investigate Mr. 9's identity, that's for sure. We did a bit of digging ourselves, and we realized that ever since completing the Shattered Halberd series, Mr. 9's handwriting began to change.
Okay.
His initial editor has decided to retire to focus on his own writing. And he didn't have much to add either.
Whatever hath once existed in this world is enshrined in the memory of the Prinzessin of Ertelung, to endure unchanging in her NODKRAI. For from the sacred primordial words flow the wellspring of all cause and consequence.
Mein Fräulein means to say that...
Yes, we had the same idea. So, we tracked down the original manuscript of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Oh man, Genyu's gonna be so mad he missed out on this. Wait, you didn't need Oz to translate this time either, Onodera.
Editors are something else.
Osvaldo Hafnavines, hast thou perceived something?
No such Henry exists, mein Fräulein. I sense a faint, elusive resonance. Something akin to the magnetic field, gravitational force, and threads of cause and effect that surround you, mein Fräulein.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in the end, our only takeaway was that the design and craftsmanship of the paper point to it coming from Chingsa village in Liyue.
This nigga Oz is about to lose his job. His whole existence is to be Fischl's number 2. And on top of that, translate to people what she's actually saying, because Fischl can't communicate properly with people. I forgot, what exactly do you call this condition? Or not condition. It's not really a mental illness, is it? What is it called? Is it ADHD? It can't be ADHD, right? It's something else, right? Of not being able to properly communicate with people, and you have to do other things to try to communicate properly. Maybe it is ADHD. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Huh. Could Mr. 9 be from Liyue then? No, wait. If we're talking authors from Chingsa village, specifically...
Ching the Knife?
No, it couldn't be. Could it?
Chong the Ninth? Ah, I've heard of him. He won a Best New Author award for the first apprentice of Guhua.
It matters not. Though the Saint of Tears and the Saint of Atonement perform manifold labors on divergent principles, their power flows but from a single source.
I know exactly who the character they're referring to, but for the love of me, I can't pronounce his damn name. It's been so long.
Mr. Onodera, if you please.
Wait, Oz? It's great that you trust Onodera and all, but we're still in the dark over here.
You speak true, mein Prinzessin. Even if Chong the Ninth doesn't turn out to be Mr. 9, he's still an author, and he could have had contact with him. I think it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I appreciate the help. I'm counting on you.
Is there anything else we should know about Mr. 9?
Well, according to some readers' Q&As and his author's notes, he has a receding hairline, a slight pot belly, he doesn't like sweet things, and his heart is on the right side. Or was it the left? No, it was the right. He has 5 fingers on his left hand, severe insomnia, a pupil in each eye.
nothing.
Basically. I'm not gonna lie, I love these little these quests, cause it feels like little anecdote quests, or rather little story quests. That's what it feels like to me. Also, for anybody watching the stream right now, make sure you hit the like button and show your support. The support goes a long way. Appreciate it, and I thank you. Of course, this nigga will be here. There's a Japanese stereotype where they copy stuff from anime or manga. Is that the term you're looking for to describe official? No, that's not the term I was looking for. But I appreciate it nonetheless. But the actual term I was looking for was like what you call like someone who has like a poor way to communicate with people. I'm pretty. Hold up. I may need to search this up my damn self. Cause I'm pretty. Is it ADHD? It can't be ADHD. Hold up. Let me see. ADHD. Meaning. Condition where brain works most people main trouble. Things like concentrating and sitting still. Oh, I mean, I have ADHD. I had it when I was in school, most definitely. Okay. What do you call someone who can't communicate with others? Isn't this autism? Pretty sure it's just autism, right? Pretty sure that's the word I'm looking for. But I feel like even then, that doesn't feel like the correct term. Man, I swear I could have sworn I heard this term be said so much all these years, and it's not clicking my brain which one I'm looking for to describe official. Oh, also, if we get into combat, I'm gonna swap out homegirl Yaimiko for official. Where my girl official at?
In the name of the princessin.
You have to do these quests. How do you feel about this? I enjoy it with no type of pushback because it's great. It flushes out characters. Great, now it started to rain.
Huh? Chang the Ninth isn't home.
It doesn't look like there's anyone around we can ask either. Shall we wait?
Seems like that's all we can do.
Still, could his absence mean that he really is Mr. Nine, now kidnapped and sent to NODKRAI? Perhaps we should have a look around his house.
Barging in without permission seems wrong. But if he really is Mr. Nine, then... Okay, let's do it.
Oh, coin.
Just seems like a bunch of ordinary stuff.
Nay, I, the princessin, have beheld the mystery of the universe enshrined in these specks of dust. What hath been revealed is the very fount of wisdom. Ever does it flow toward the shores of truth.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she thinks this is a clue.
Overturned. Oh no. Did some kind of overzealous fan have buried him in here? Maybe we should call him Illith. What do you think, Traveler?
It's all right, Paimon. Mr. Nine's most zealous fan happens to be right here. And since mein Fräulein would never do anyone harm, I'm certain the same is true of his other less avid supporters.
What is the meaning of this? I'm calling the Millilith.
Chang the Ninth! You're not dead! Or kidnapped!
What are you even talking about? Oh, wait a second. You're the ones who came here with that young lad from the Guhua clan. Yes, I remember.
Oh my goodness, they're referencing that nigga's story quest. Bruh, bro, it's been so long since I played that dude's story quest. I wish I never played it just so I can play it now in the current time just to see how good the story quest was. Because I forgot all about his story quest. I know it tied to him personally and like his personal gripes, but like I can't tell you in depth what that story quest was about at all. But they're referencing it right now.
I'm guessing this is a misunderstanding then. The question still stands though. What are you doing digging around my house?
It's Chincho, right?
Oh, well, actually, we just wanted to know if you've ever written under the pen name Mr. Nine.
What? Not even a whole bucket of hallucinogenic mushrooms could make me that delusional. No. If I were Mr. Nine, why in the world would I enter all those writing competitions? To what? Demolish the competition from the shadows? Yes, doing a real bang-up job, aren't I? My submission's never even been selected. The classic archetype of the boy hero is outdated. That's the kind of critique I get. Even opening with a plot twist or disguising your hero as a fool is falling out of fashion. Modern readers are drawn to the boundless imagination and innovative world-building character of Mr. Nine's works.
I mean, the man not wrong. Let's be freaking for real. Let's be honest. Who doesn't love good world building? It's immaculate.
Good point.
Besides, if I were Mr. Nine, I would have come clean the minute First Apprentice of Guhua won that award.
Oh, now this nigga cheesing.
What? That old beggarly Chong the Ninth is Mr. Nine? No, there must be some mistake. What a sight that would have been.
Yeah, and when we were here with Shinjo that one time,
there we go.
You talked up the legend of the Shattered Halberd a lot. If you were the one who wrote it, that'd be like Jean complimenting herself for being a good knight. It just doesn't add up.
In any case, while this gentleman isn't the Mr. Nine we're looking for, I sense something of interest on his person. It's a peculiar signature, the same threads of fate I sensed on you, mein Fräulein, and on the manuscript. I believe the traces are related to Mr. Nine, and it appears I can track them.
Hey, that's perfect! Once we head to NODKRAI, you should be able to find Mr. Nine, no problem then. But, back to the signature. What were you doing before this, Chong the Ninth?
Oh, well, I ran out of manuscript paper, so I went to buy some. I'm particular about that kind of thing. Creation of literature demands the highest quality.
Chincho, I don't remember. Wasn't it about his writing skills or a book he was searching? Funny, because he's the one writing it down, LMAO. He just doesn't remember.
Ah, no wonder. Mr. Nine uses the very same type for his manuscripts.
Huh, that explains it. Thanks, Chong the Ninth. We should get going.
I'm not quite sure what I did, but you're welcome, I suppose.
Farewell, creator of another world. Though I must say, the laws and narratives thou hast ordained can scarce compare to the dream dust sedimented in the NODKRAI.
Mein Fräulein means to say, your writing isn't... I mean, mein Fräulein offers her thanks.
She basically said, your story writing is trash. I prefer world building. He's a book, reads, but a hydro sword. Man, it's gonna be a while for my food to get here. Like on some real shit. Like, bruh. I can't be taking that long putting my food together. Okay, what's funny is that he's the one writing down those.
It should be up ahead.
Wait, did something attack that Sealy? Something doesn't seem right here.
And it bears the same signature I sensed before.
Then it would seem fate has dictated our path for us.
Shine down! Headbutt! Drop your weapons! Maximum power! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no...
As you wish, main Fräulein.
You asked for it! Yeah! Kapow! Ultimate flying kick! Zero incoming! Headbutt! Look out below!
Huh. Looks like the Sealy is showing us the way. Let's follow.
Finally, my food on the way.
What are you doing here?
Wait, that voice. It's Nicole! Also, that should be our line. We were looking for Mr. Nine and our search led us here, but now it seems we found you instead.
She's Mr. Nine? No. Why didn't I piece it together that potentially she could be Mr. Nine?
Ah, I see. Well, Mr. Nine is right here.
Hello.
Wait, what?
What bizarre Demerung is this? Never in 1,000 sunsets have I heard of such a thing.
My mind is even blown even more so. Okay, I'm shocked. Huh?
In truth, I too aspire to be an author. But I'm also partial to direct communication. Talking is rather inconvenient by comparison. And as I'm sure you can understand, writing things down is even more tedious. I thought perhaps if I found someone with whom I could share my ideas, it might give me the same release as writing. But then those stories would never see the light of day, which would be a shame. So, I tracked down an old Sealy friend of mine and told her all the stories I was imagining. Then, I sent her to find people with similar aspirations to write them in my stead. We even came up with several character traits to lend a certain authenticity to Mr. Nine. A receding hairline was one of them, I think.
Yep, I'm the one she roped into all this.
Come now, it was beneficial for you too. By inhabiting those authors and mobilizing their language faculties, you were able to hone and eventually recover your capacity for speech.
Okay, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. There is much to extrapolate from this. First and foremost, okay, so Sealy's can retain their former abilities of being able to speak if they possess a human host. That's the first check. That means Layla has a Seelie possessing her. That's the only thing that makes any type of sense to me right now. Okay. What else? What else? Because there's something else crazy about this. Hold on. Let me look back at the dialogue one more time. There's something else crazy. Okay, no, I think I tackled both in one go. I felt like there was something else I wanted to say, but I can't. It's not clicking.
And anyway, an angel has always functioned like a sort of a flash of inspiration in someone's head. I'm sure it was like stepping into old shoes.
So you, what, possessed people? Isn't that kind of intrusive?
Now it's making me wonder. Wait, didn't they confirm that the Heavenly Principles create the angels, right? Because now I'm wondering how true that is. Because knowing that the Voyager had the ability to possess the guy, the man known as Ajax, in a similar fashion to what the Seelie are doing, it makes me wonder that the Voyager may have been an angel instead. And that the angels were not creations of the Heavenly Principles. Again, I could be wrong.
Oh, it's fine. She did it while they were sleeping. As long as the person is someone who dreams of creating worlds of their own, this inner writer within them will automatically awaken.
I love how they basically confirmed that Layla is being possessed by a Seelie.
Wait, but what about the letter and the strange intuitions Oz has been having?
Nicole sent me to monitor the situation in NODKRAI, and it's super dangerous, okay? So I needed some help. It's not like I have the knowledge or power of the heavens anymore.
And she's talking about it so casually. Just be like, yeah, Twin, it was dangerous, bro. Okay? I had to do what I could do for what little I have, basically. Also, my food is about to arrive.
As for your friend over here, well, you see, when writing a story, it's not uncommon to incorporate certain half-true details. For realism's sake, you understand?
Yeah, we've seen that before. A real curse was written into an Inazuman light novel once.
Indeed. In a similar vein, Mr. Nine's stories are full of metaphors, including one for the creation of life. What it describes isn't made up, per se.
Wait, is that the reason why Oz exists? Is because the creation of life was written into one of the stories? And by proxy, essentially, Fischl ended up creating a life form. Okay, this is crazy. Because now, it's like, originally people thought, oh, Fischl's vision manifested Oz, right? And it just came with the vision, right, that she awakened, or was granted. But now it doesn't seem like that's the case. Also, my food is here. I'll be right back. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the long wait.
We just never imagined someone would actually manage to use it. Until you came along, young lady.
Mein Fräulein is speechless. So if I may ask in her stead, did she manage to use one of these half-truths in Mr. Nine's novels to create me?
It was more like 70% made up, 30% true.
No, it was 90% made up, 10% true. I thought it was too dangerous, so I changed it. See, I knew you'd never read my books.
You don't seem too surprised, Oz.
Well, I suppose I've vaguely sensed this since the beginning. Regardless, it is an honor to serve mein Fräulein.
Well, once our affairs in NODKRAI are resolved, Mr. Nine will be able to return home. Yes, just tell them that when you return.
I don't want to be your eyes here. It's too dangerous. Oh, but, while you're at it, could you pass a message along to that guy in Chingsa village? I've been splitting the royalties with him 90-10. His share's been buried in his yard all these years.
Wait, what do you use the Mora for?
I bury it, and then lead people to the treasure. Guiding people is in our nature. It's what I love to do.
This face is crazy.
Feel free to come search for my personal stash someday. I've buried it at the furthest end of the NODKRAI.
I will. I absolutely will.
Look, her whole tone done changed.
Mein Fräulein?
And, I just want to say that I really like your books, Mr. Nine.
What mein Fräulein means is, though the cosmos stretch forth in unending darkness, yet shall come an hour when all things shine.
I'm glad to hear it. All in all, it seems you've already found my greatest treasure.
All right, that settles that. Now, I need to have a quick argument with Mr. Nine about who really deserves to be considered first author. Absolutely not.
Damn, everyone had a problem. Damn, ladies, calm it down. No need to get hostile. Oh, maybe I misunderstood. Considered to being the first author of what? Of the book that won that prize? That Chang the Ninth was talking about? Is that what they're referring to? Or were they referring to a different book? No, I still have to talk to you. Interesting.
Oh, that's right. Just channel Mr. Nine. How would he write this particular essay?
Wait a minute. This nigga knew he was being possessed this entire time?
Hey, Chang the Ninth! We have something for you!
Oh? What is... What? Where did all this Mora come from?
About that. So, the thing is... Right. Mr. Nine really admires your work, so he decided to fund your writing career.
Wait, what? So, channeling Mr. Nine actually worked. I can't believe it.
Hold up. Okay, so he doesn't know about the fact that he's been channeling a Sealy that's been possessing his body to help him write his works, basically. Okay, now I understand why you was typing that in the chat earlier, Jesus. I was sitting here thinking, what is he referring to when he says this? Anyway, what's next on the chopping block? I think it's Durin then Mona. Recommended quest. Not completing this recommended quest will not affect the quest acquisition, quest, and rewards. Completing the following recommended quests may result in areas of characters being occupied here. Quests, as well as meeting new characters early. Complete the recommended quest for the best experience. I don't think this matters. I think I can just do this now.
Strength is one.
Because the fact that they locked those quests is, it pisses me off. How long am I streaming for? 2 hours pushing 3?
Hey, Durin! So this is where you've been.
Wait a minute, what? The fake drama that Wuwa CCs create for themselves, made by Fox Soul. Interesting. Was hold up. Let's read this. Hold up. Give me a second. Okay. A video made by Foxhole is what he's reacting to. How Wuwa's fabricated dramas are used to blame CCs addressing them. What exactly does he mean by that? I wish somebody had sent this video to my Discord so I can watch this, because this seems interesting. What does Blazion mean by this?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, what are you doing here?
The real question is, what are you doing cooped up in here reading a book? The weather's nice out there, you know.
Oh, well, ever since I've had more chances to interact with the people of Mondstadt, I've been having trouble telling when people are joking. For example, I saw a beautiful flower the last time I was at the florist, so I told the shopkeeper, and she said, if you like these weeds so much, you should add some mint and sweet flowers and make it a bouquet. So I did as she said, and when I showed her the finished bouquet, she gave me a frankly terrifying look.
You have a very unique perspective there.
Later, Albedo opined that this happened because I have trouble understanding the meaning behind words. So after I learned the Mondstadt script, he told me I could come here and read. I was born from a storybook, so I felt that these books might be able to teach me more about the rules of this world. And, well, I guess I lost track of time. So, did you guys need something?
Oh, wow. Hold up. I feel like this video is a bunch of horse shit. Now I'm sitting here going through the comment section. I'm starting to feel that way. I'm gonna save this to videos to react to, and also I'm gonna slap it to my recommendations to react to later, because I think this video may be worth reacting to and providing some insight that the content creator himself won't provide. Because, you know, they love being obtuse. Anyway, hold up. Let me put this in recommended reaction real quick. Oh, of course, it's this whole goon-ass squad of niggas. Of course it's this group. Anyway, let's get back to the story.
Oh, I see. That's another rule learned then.
Yep. That said, we did have business we needed to discuss, right? Yeah, we have a message to pass along from Rhindaughter.
Oh, it's from Aunt Rhindaughter? No, I'm just surprised. Rhindaughter is my mom's friend, and the mother of the dragon that once existed in my stead. I supplanted him, took the fate that should have been his. So if she dislikes me, well, I'm not sure what I'd do.
Yeah, we're here for you. But seriously, Paimon doesn't think it's anything bad.
That does make me feel better. Well, I guess I should open it. My mom's scent. I sense it here.
Ooh, here comes a strange cat.
Oh, wow. I'm going to assume that this cat appears in Durin's story quest. And I'm going to assume this is Rhindaughter.
I have a message to deliver on Master Rhindaughter's behalf.
Okay, you're a creation of Rhindaughter. My mistake.
Ahem.
This is the first time we're meeting, so I'm not sure how to address you. But since you're Hem's child, I suppose I'll stick with Mini Durin. Though you appear smaller than the Durin that came before you, that same strength flows through your veins, not a drop less. He was a child of Humus, an incomplete creation. Thus he lacked the will to control his own strength. Yet this power was beyond what he could withstand, and so it twisted him, consumed him, thus sealing his ultimate fate. Albedo claims that you have transcended this tainted blood, becoming a being much like himself. That is his opinion. I remain unconvinced. I trust only the facts, only that which I see for myself. So take this chance, child of M. Prove yourself to me.
Oh, also, I forgot the name of that visionary in Star Rail. Y'all remember the name of that visionary in Star Rail? I have a sneaky suspicion that that visionary from Star Rail is actually a cat, because that last Myriad trailer that they dropped before the 3.7 update came out, right? It kept focusing on this cat looking at something and then us going into their eyes to see what they see. So I just wanted to point that out.
Where did all these monsters come from?
Is this the proof you need, Aunt Rhine-daughter? Very well. I'll show you what I can do. The power within me is surging to the surface. This is getting easier.
Torn to oblivion.
Hands where I can see ya! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Devouring claw! Element.
Looks like Albedo wasn't mistaken after all.
Next time, maybe don't ambush us with a bunch of monsters just to prove a point.
Still, I do feel like I can control my power more freely now that we've defeated them.
After hearing about you, I prepared a technique that would seal the dark power in your blood. I had planned to take this opportunity to pass it on to you. Of course, using it comes with a price. While it would maintain your existence in Tevat, it would also weaken your connection to this world. And you are N's child, when all is said and done. How could I allow that uncontrolled power to send you down the same path as the child who came before you? But seeing you now, it appears my concerns were misplaced. M was a terrific mother, and a far more capable one than I.
Of course, because every damn thing you create was a freaking monster, for crying out loud, except for Albedo. But even then, niggas are still skeptical about Albedo.
And I must admit, I'm rather curious to see how far you can go. How will you, an alchemical being truly integrated with this world, find your place in human society? I've never conducted an experiment like this before. As such, you may yet hold the key to some unexpected answers.
Hey, you got one thing wrong there. Durin's not an experiment. He's our friend.
True. But also, I have this sneaking suspicion that Albedo, or not Albedo, that Durin may have the ability to be able to, like, exist in a world that's full of abyssal energy without being tainted by it. I have this sneaking suspicion that that's what the unexpected answer could be, right? So all this tampering with abyssal energy and shit, and there's now a being legitimately among us who, as far as I know, Durin does not have a vision at all, and yet he's able to wield elemental power and abyssal power. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's like a well balanced out being, right? Like, this is the closest thing we're gonna get to a life form like this. The second closest is like Skirk, for crying out loud.
I'm not sure I understand, but I appreciate your kindness, Aunt Rhine-daughter.
And that's all Master Rhine-daughter has to say.
Yeah, we're used to talking cats at this point, but one that can imitate someone else's voice? That's a first.
I don't see how that's important, but if you must know, I am Sabas, a simple butler.
Sabas?
You're friends of Albedo, yes? Strictly speaking, I am his elder. So make no mistake, I am no ordinary cat. In fact, from a biological standpoint, I am no cat at all, but rather an alchemical being. You wouldn't consider yourself a specter simply because you float in the air like one, surely.
A specter? What are you trying to say, mister?
Oh, I know. Sabas is implying that you are...
Maybe don't finish that thought, Durin. Why'd they cut him off? Let him finish.
What thought? Hey!
Oh, and considering how Master Rhine-daughter's message ended, I suppose this technique is useless now. I'll just destroy it. Few and far between are the people that can make her reconsider. Quite the impressive feat, young man. With that done, I'll be going now. I have another message to pass along. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime.
I'm going to assume he passes that message along to Albedo. Ode to Ascension. Alright. Time for the last one. Now I know this YouTube is lying to me now. I know I've been streaming for... Okay, so I'm pushing close to 3 hours in the next couple of minutes. Like the next 5 or 6 minutes. Now this is the quest I've been saving to do for the longest. Alright, Mona. I hope we can finally enter Mona's home.
We have something for you.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. You're full of energy today.
I'm so glad your voice has not changed, woman. I'll be upset if your voice changed.
You have something for me, you said? Is it some quick and easy way to make Mora by any chance?
Well, actually, it's some kind of task from your master.
Yeah, that's a hard no. But I guess I don't have a choice, huh? An enterprising spirit is important and all that. I just know it's going to be torture, though. I know that old hag all too well.
Why don't you just take a look first?
Huh. This book doesn't seem so special to me. Oh, whoa! Letters just fell out of it.
Oh, maybe she's trying to reconcile with you?
More like chew you out. Because you failed to do what you were supposed to do on your story quest when you met Clee for the first time. And you was like, I can't go back to her like this. That witch will know. All she had to look is her scry glass and I'm cooked.
No idea. Either way, it looks like I'm supposed to open these 3 letters in order. Well, let's start with the first one. If this is her task, it should be okay for us all to read. Come on, let's see what this is about.
Oh, how long it's been, my student. I'm afraid to report that getting up and about is becoming harder and harder these days.
Oh, the sympathy card. She could have tried to make it sound a bit more genuine at least.
Remember when I would chase you and you would run for dear life, trying to use that hydro phantom of yours to distract me? Oh, seems like it was just yesterday.
I got a sneaking suspicion that Mona's master is being dead ass serious, but Mona can't see that.
Now you're off on your own, and I laze the days away in my rocking chair. I really should get some exercise again.
Well, then get it some other way, you old hag.
I'm talking about this seems kind of private.
Now, I'm sure you're curious as to the purpose of this letter. And to that, I say this. If you want to learn how to predict the fate of an entire kingdom, or even the entire world, head to Sumeru and search for the gate to an underground kingdom. Once there, open the second letter.
Huh. But she knows how to lure people in, that's for sure. Is she serious about passing on her secret technique? Guess she really is getting old.
You two have such a weird dynamic. When you talk about sentimental stuff, you fight. But when it comes to dry academic stuff, you get all emotional. Anyway, this gate to an underground kingdom sounds familiar.
Wait, you've heard of it?
Yeah, it should be the same one we're thinking of.
Perfect. I don't even need to investigate then. Oh, that means no hired guide, no lodging, no shelling out Mora left and right.
But she's just speaking facts, though. Let's be freaking for real. Absolutely. 100%.
Come on, there's no time to waste. Let's go.
And since you didn't mention a transportation fee just now, Paimon's guessing that means...
Yep, same method as usual. Let's go.
What exactly is the transportation method? Wait, is it her using her teleportation ability? If so, that makes sense. Because we've seen her do it before. Also, we've seen this water symbol before as well. Mm.
This brings back memories of summertime. It's actually kind of refreshing.
So, this is the gate to the ancient kingdom of Conria. I'm sure a lot of secrets and tragedies lie behind it.
Well, let's open the second letter.
Let me see here. Yep, it's this one.
As the ancient Sumeru saying goes, rote knowledge bears no fruit until it is watered with the showers of wisdom. With that in mind, there is a phenomenon in this land known as the Sign of Apausha. It is a celestial mark that burns in response to an all too ardent desire for the truth. In that sense, perhaps it's more fitting to call it a sign of truth instead. The records of this ancient kingdom state there are several large subterranean lakes in Conria, clear and calm as mirrors, whose surfaces reflect the true stars. This is because the sign of truth created in the water is able to bypass the false sky and connect to the outer universe.
I had no idea.
Oh, that's right, because in that limited time event that we had all them years ago, Reconcile Stars event, right? Mona was like, it's a theory that the false sky is a thing, right? But there's been no substantial proof to prove the claim, right? Now, after all this time, she's actually getting the truth.
To observe the gravitational forces and influence of celestial bodies, one must be able to see past the false sky. Only by obtaining these cosmic parameters can one predict the fate of this world. Now, my task for you is as follows. Open a sign of truth in front of the gate to Conria.
The rest is a bunch of stuff about the ceremony the old hag came up with to summon this thing.
Yeah, all these planetary trajectories and runes. Paimon's not even gonna try to make sense of it. So, what do you say, Mona? Are you gonna attempt it?
Well, I hate to admit it, but it looks like the parameters she came up with could work. Frankly, this prospect is quite exciting, and heading back now will just cost me another night of lodging, so no better time than the present. Emissaries of the enduring stars, wanderers over ecliptic and equatorial plains, radiant celestial brethren. Traverse the twisted paths of the cavernous void. I, Mona Magistus the Astrologist, invoke the power of Hydro to balance the scales. By wisdom and truth, Let the thirst be relieved. I, Mona Magistus, the astrologist, summon you, O stars, to stand before me.
Did it work?
Oh my goodness.
Monsters! How did that happen?
No dice. The sign of truth only opened long enough for the monsters to slip through. Darn it. I didn't get a glimpse of the real stars at all. Whatever. I'll just take it out on you. The ceremony failed, but the old hag's new theory seems workable. I have a better grasp of hydromancy now. And the perfect test subjects to test it on.
Yeah! Hero incoming! Boost! Kapow! Hero...
Written in the stars.
Maximum power! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Charge!
No rest for the...
Final warning! Hands where I can see them!
Phew! That's that.
Well, the old hag said to open the third letter once it was all said and done. But I couldn't make it work. So, should I still open it?
You know, Paimon thinks she understands your dynamic a lot better now. Look, she didn't say you had to successfully complete the ceremony, so you can open it. It'll be fine.
I guess. All the same, I doubt she has anything nice to say.
If you're reading this, it means you attempted to open the sign of truth. Seriously, I can't believe you actually tried it.
Oh my goodness, she got her a gotcha moment. Psych, nigga. You thought that was gonna work, twin? She doing Mona so dirty right now.
What are you laughing at, you old hag?
Conria was home to several lakes of stars, rendering the fabric of space in that area comparatively unstable. As a result, attempts to break through the firmament through non-physical means were more likely to succeed. In any case, I knew this place was well hidden and wouldn't be frequented by too many people. As such, any negative effects of failing to open the sign of truth would remain small scale. And of course, as my student, I felt sure you would have the chops to deal with the abyssal creatures that roam beyond the false sky. Even if you couldn't beat them, I am certain you could outrun them. You always were fast on your feet.
Mona is pissed. Do you see the stank face she making right now? This is the face of hate. This that hater energy face. That's what this is. Also, very interesting that she says that her master says that the abyssal monsters roam above the false sky. That's very interesting.
Ah, connecting hydromancy to the kind of wisdom that quenches thirst. Truly, my genius knows no bounds.
And now she's gassing herself up. We love to see it, don't we? Hold on, let me go back to that. Okay. What to do with the abyssal that roam beyond the false sky? Okay.
The practical application of the scry glass has also reduced disturbances caused by the false sky. I'd like to see Alice try and top that.
She was so pissed, she left the letter behind. She said, F this, and dropped that letter. Said, let's go. She probably didn't even read the rest of the letter. The practical application of the scry glass has also reduced distances caused by the false sky. Okay, so she made an achievement with the scry glass. Okay. Monarch cuts it off there. Apparently, the old hack proceeds to brag for a few thousand words. After sorting through the observation results, you all return to Mondstadt. Oh my lord. That's crazy that her master sat here and did that to her. She said it and pump faked her. She was like, psych, nigga. You know I'm the greatest thing to slice bread. Bro, do you know what I just did? I reduced the distance for the sky glass to be able to see beyond the false sky and all that other crap. Bro, I'm so goated for real. Talk about self-glaze. Wait, that's it? Genesis of star signs. At least we know her master was telling the truth most of the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Now that that's done, I just gotta burn 120 resin to get my final reward for the week. Then I'm done. I'm glad I got all this stuff done. I gotta edit this stream and call it Durin Story Quest Act 1 plus Hex Buff Quest. So yeah. As for a character I can choose, since I C6 all of them, it doesn't even matter which one I choose, because they all C6. Want me to join in? Want me to join you in the small farming? I mean, if there's something you need to farm, you can. But I'm about to end the stream though. Oh, well, I'll end the stream first, and then you can go farm. Anyway, I appreciate anyone who came to watch the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you. Like, sub, turn on that notification bell. Join my YouTube community Discord. The link is on my channel. Check out my yapping topics and yapping reaction content as well. And check out my other live streams that I did over the last week or two. And go check those out for real, for real. Enjoy the content, bro. I'll be doing some more reaction content.
No matter how busy life gets.
I'll be doing some more reaction content as well after I end the stream, because these are some interesting videos to react to. Also, I may end up going to the movies with my family or whatever. My brother didn't tell me that he didn't buy me a ticket, so I may end up staying home or I may end up going to the movie, which then will push back these reactions that I'm gonna do. But anywho, appreciate it, and I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully tomorrow, if I feel like streaming tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'm gonna stream Monday through Friday. Hopefully. We'll see. Anyway, this is Cali Opera signing out. Peace.